Yes. So I said last year we stopped at CSS selectors. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. And we treated a group selector, child selectors, descendant selectors. And we were just about treating chaining and combining. Then maybe, what's it called? Adjacent sibling, this one, and the general sibling. Now, if let me go back to yes. Let me just tell you this. I will give you this assignment. This one is also to welcome you, and let me see. Yes, it's a very simple work. I want you to reproduce this complement of the season. Welcome to the year 2024. So this is a background image. I'm going to leave the image right within this is the image. That's the image. So let me hide my code. So this is the image, and I will leave some of the code here, right? I'm going to leave it so that you just do the styling. The target is CSS. I will leave the HTML, this one, I will leave it there as is. So you do the styling to achieve this. We have, this should not be, I won't say it won't be challenging, but you should be able to overcome the hurdle. So that is the point I'm trying to make. So that will be the assignment for today. Is there any question on this assignment?
Could you explain that again, sir?
I didn't hear you.
I said, could you explain that again, sir?
Okay. I said you are going to style this HTML. I'm going to share this HTML with the class. So don't change anything except that you need to include your CSS external link. That is all. Then you write your own CSS style. You write your CSS style. The image is here. The HTML structure is already here. As you can see, it's already there. Right? So you put in your link to your own CSS style sheet within the HTML. You should by now you should be able to do that. We have talked many times over this, right? So, and before I proceed, Doctor, we split the class into two, right? Those just joining, we will be having their own class, I think class on Thursday, yes, Thursday, 7 p.m. and Saturday, 7 p.m. So that Bracklin will be able to bring you up to speed while we continue this class. But however, you are free to join the class on Tuesdays and Saturday if you so wish. But for those joining, the best class is a class is those two classes on Thursday 7 p.m., Saturday 7 p.m. All right. So doctor will do the partition for us. So this is HTML, like I said, right? This is the image. No need to go and look for any other image. That's the image, right? Then you add your own style. I don't want to open this style. I don't want to open it. I want you to write your own style sheet, right? To achieve this is very, very simple. Though simple, but it's challenging. Though it's challenging, you are able to, you can overcome it. You can overcome it. So, so just go back to the previous videos, recorded classes, revise them, and you should be able to achieve this. All right. Any other question on the assignment? Okay. All right. So let me leave that. So now let me open um so selectors. Yes, I think selectors. Okay. Let me see if since you are familiar with this, we can use this to talk about the selector. 2 minutes, please. Sorry for that break. Okay. Now, just a quick recap of what we discussed because I know that some will be looking, man, I've forgotten this a little bit. So now, if you remember that we said that anything, anything within your CSS, where is this? This is CSS. Now, anything here outside these curly braces is your selector. For example, this min is a selector. This article is a selector. This address is a selector. Similarly, header, comma, div is a selector, and so on and so forth. And this one too, min greater than p is also a selector, right? And just to highlight it properly, if you are writing your CSS, you write your selector, then your curly braces, then all your declaration here. Declaration consists of the property that you are targeting, then the value you are giving to that property. So that is the syntax of CSS. Now, when we talk, so let me clear the screen. When we are talking about group selector, right? Let's go to the template. Now it says that group selector is when you are trying to combine more than one selector together. What do they mean by that? Now, for example, let's say I want to, where's my, yes, let's go back to this HTML. Now look at it at this H2. Let's say I want to give this font color maybe a color of red. Then also I want to give all paragraphs a color of red, right? Now, if I go to the CSS, let me comment everything now so that we start from a, oh, no, I can't. I can't comment everything else. So now let let's see the let me remove this citation out so that it will go back to its normal stage. Citation is what again? Let me see. Where is citation? Citation. Find citation. Okay, the span tag there. Okay. Span. Okay, this one. Let me remove this one. Comment it out. Then, okay, let me just go. Okay, so now let's say you want to style the content of this H2 red, and also the content of paragraphs red. You go to your CSS. Normally, we will do, is there any H2 selector here? No. So normally, this is what we do. We say H2 because that is a the target. So what property do we want to change? We want to change the color to red. And if you go back, you will see it has changed to the color of red. Similarly, I can also do for paragraph. And this will affect all the paragraph in your content. It will change everything to red. As you can see, this is a paragraph, a paragraph, a paragraph, a paragraph, a paragraph. Now, you will see that we are repeating ourselves here. The same property, the same value, the same property, the same value. And to avoid this repetition, because in programming there is a slogan called dry, which simply means don't repeat yourself. You try as much as possible not to repeat yourself. Therefore, let us try to use what we know about selectors. Now, this selectors is that we can group selectors together to that those selectors having the same property and value as in the case we have here. You can see that this selector and this selector, they both have the property of color and the same value of red. Therefore, we can group them together by, first of all, let me remove this P so that you see the effect. Let's go back to the browser. You can see all the paragraphs content have turned back to black fonts. Now, let's now go to the CSS and use the group selector. Instead of me creating another thing, another property and value for P, I can group the two together just by using comma. That is the operator there. This comma, we group these two selectors together. Therefore, this property and value will be what applied to these two selectors. And if you go back to the browser, you will see that the H2 and all the paragraphs have been what styled red. Any question on that before we go on? No question. All right. So let's go to the next one. Look at this. The next one says that child. Now, if you remember when we talk about the HTML structure, this where is it now? Look at this article, right? The article encloses everything from H3 to the P tag there. Therefore, this H3 is a child of the article. P is a child of the article. This H3 is a child of this article. and so on and so forth. Whereas this span is a grandchild of article. Why is it a grandchild? Because it is nested within this P tag. And this P tag is a child of this. So this article is parent to this, but at the same time, article is grandparent to the span to this span tag. So now this selector targets all the children of this selector. Let us see what that will give us. Let's remove this styling that we have here, so that it will be so clear what we are doing. So now, if you look at your HTML structure, now we want to target the P tags within this article tag. Now, if you go back to your CSS and you write just P and you say, give it a color of fire brick, for example, right? Go back, you will see that all the paragraphs have been styled for fire brick color, but that is not our goal. Our goal is just to target only the paragraphs, only these paragraphs, this P tag within this article. That is our goal. If you observe, you have a P tag here, you have a P tag here, right? So by using just the P selector, you are targeting all the P elements on your page. But now we want to apply the knowledge of this child selector. And what is that doing? It's just saying that, okay, pick the parent, which is the article, now being our target, then include the right angle bracket there. This right angle bracket is saying that, okay, all the P tag within this article, style them this fire brick instead of all the paragraph. Let's go to the browser. If you look carefully, you will see that only this paragraph and this other paragraph are styled fire brick. These other ones remain black. This one remain black. Let me change the color type so that we can see it very well. Let me change to red. Red is more vivid. So let's see. Aha, you can see the contrast is better now. Now you can see that only the paragraphs within the article, remember the article encloses everything here. So the paragraph within this article is, those are the P's that got styled. These ones are neglected. These two P's are neglected. Any question so far? Please feel free to talk. Any question? No question. Okay, so let's go on. Now, descendants. Now, what is descendant? Descendant is more detailed than child. If I should go back, okay, I do not have the tree structure here. Let me go to where I have the tree structure. Okay, no, is it? Hold on. Where is it? Yes, this one. So I copy and paste it there. Now I have an add-on that can show me the tree structure of this page that I'm looking at. Now, if you look at the body tag, for example, right? Or let's start from the HTML. Who can tell me the first grandchild. Oh, no. The third grandchild of HTML. Who can tell me from this tree structure here that I'm showing? Who can tell me? This is your HTML. This is your head, your body, the body tag, the footer tag. Now tell me the third grandchild, the first third grandchild of this HTML.
The first or the third?
Yes, the first of the third.
I would say the first is script.
Is what?
Script.
Script. Who else will give it a try?
So I think it's title.
Thank you. It is title.
Okay.
Because the title here is a third grandchild. Script is the very first grandchild.
Yeah, I asked if it was first or third. You said first.
No. I said the very first third grandchild. If you look at this,
okay.
if you look
I
at
get
this,
that.
this is also a grandchild.
Yeah.
Right? This header is a grandchild to this, because body is a parent to this. So this is what's it called? Another grandchild. But in the body side, if you are making body the reference, then this will be the very first the very first grandchild. But in this case, you using the head as reference, this is the very first grandchild, the second grandchild, the third grandchild. So I want you to get that very well. It depends on where where you had your location at. If right here you are looking at the head, this is your first grandchild, second, third, and fourth. Or if you are in the body, this is the first grandchild. So I want you to get it right. So now, this head and body, they are what? Are they children or grandchildren or parents to HTML?
They are children to HTML.
Good, thank you. Who is giving me the answers? I want to know the person. Who is that, please? Who?
Favor, sir.
Who?
Favor.
Favor. All right, Sister Favor. Thank you so much. So now, head, body, they are children to HTML. Now, with reference to looking at the footer, right? Is the footer a child to the HTML? Is it a parent? Is it a grandchild, or is it a great grandchild? Look at it very well. HTML, the head, body, then footer. If you
It's
are
a
being,
grandchild, sir.
it's a grandchild.
Is it? Yeah.
It's a grandchild. Okay. Who else wants to try? Let's go to our, so that we can see it even further here. This is the head. I'm collapsing the head. I'm collapsing the body. Can you see any footer here? No. The fact that you cannot see footer shows that the only only the head and the body, they are children to HTML. And the footer is right within the body, so making it a grandchild to the HTML. So Sister Favor is correct. So any question so far on this? Because your ability to grab this concept will definitely help you in understanding these selectors. So any question before we go on?
Yes.
Okay. What's your question, Joshua?
Uncle.
Speak louder.
Uncle, you talked about like the HTML and the children or
I
the
talked about
I didn't
HTML
understand.
and which one?
Like the children that comes from the grandchild.
I
The
can't hear
third
you.
grandchild.
Is anyone hearing Brother Joshua clearly? Could you please speak louder?
I said that I didn't understand about the HTML tree and about the HTML grandchild and order, etc., etc.
Okay, now if I may ask you, Joshua, you have your parents, right? You have your parents who gave birth to you. This is you. And your parents also has their own parents, right? So tell me who is the grandparent here? Is it parent 0 or parent 1 or you? Who do you refer to as the grandparents or the grand? Let me just use the word grand.
The parent 0.
Parent 0. So that means that this one is a normal parent because you are the child here, right?
Yes.
Good. Now look at this HTML tree structure. You have your HTML. It's like, now okay, let me use these parents. It's like saying, let me clear the screen. It's like saying parent 0, parent 1, then you. If you look at these lines, look at where the source is and the destination. The source and destination. If you look at this other one here, for example, HTML, it has a line, the source going to destination here and destination here. Is there any other line to somewhere here to any other destination? The answer is no. So which means that the head and the body, they are what? Children. Children to the HTML. Now, if those two are children, just like your own parents, the two parents are children to their own parents, right? And you now and your sibling, you are children to your parents. And which simply means that you and your siblings, you are grandchildren to your parents' parents. Exactly, it's all the same. It's just the same thing. So now, if you look at this head, they are children, but all these other ones, they are children to who? To the head. Discrete meta title link. They are not children to body, but they are children to the head, because of the link. Look at the link, these lines. Look at the lines. There's no line coming from the body to going to any one of them. There's none of this. So which simply means that script, tag, title, link, they are children to head to this one. And if the head is a child to this one, then that means that all these four, they are grandchildren to HTML. Do you understand now?
Yes.
We have
Yes,
talked
sir.
we have talked a lot of time on this. It shows you, the message you are passing across to me is that you did not revisit those recordings. That is the message. Please revisit the recordings, practice, and in the process of you listening to the recordings, things are not clear. I have said it. I'm just a WhatsApp chat away. Just message me, and I will explain to you, anyone, so that this class can move faster. Because by my own calculation, we ought to have finished CSS by now. We should be running up and trying to enter JavaScript. So now, going back to what we discussed the last time, the child selector operator. The parent is here, then the child is here. If I want to style this one now, I can say body, then the child to body is the header. Then I can apply whatever style I wish there. Now, what about descendants? Descendant is, you are saying that, okay, if I say descendants of HTML, that simply means I want to apply the, what's it called, the style, so everything under HTML, because everything here from this head to the BR tag here, they are all descendants of HTML. If you go back to the structure here, like I collapse this, I collapsed the head, collapse the body. Now you can see HTML encloses everything. It encloses everything. So which means that if I apply anything to HTML, it will cascade down to every content within it. That is the difference between child and the child and descendants. This one, where is it again? These two, the child and descendants, right? This one, we only affect only the child or the children. But this one, we affect everything under it. So far, this selector is under this selector. What am I saying? Let me call selector 1. So far, selector 2 is a descendant of this. Whatever property I put in here will be applicable. And please note the operators. This group is a comma operator. The child is what? A greater than sign operator. Now look at the descendant. It's just a space, a white space in between them. It's a white space in between them. So now let's go to, let me clear. Let's go to our, yes, this one. So let me remove the styling so far that we have put in there. So let me remove this one, this child. Now let's look at anything descendants. way down. Let me expand this body. Okay, now I have the body here, right? How many okay, let me use this one. Main. Okay. Okay, this one is a child, this one is no. I want something that is hidden in depth as grand. Okay, see this one now. Article. H3 is the child of article. This P is a child of the article. Similarly, H3, the child, P is a child. But now, if I want to target this one now, right, let me try to select span, right? Span. Let's go, okay, the code. Span. Is there span? Okay, let us try to include span here just to make it more fun. Let's see. Let's just copy this and paste here. Let's see citation in the main what's it called again? Okay, let's just a main. And this one say citation. Oh, undo. Citation inside p tag inside article, the articles tag. Okay, just to kind of differentiate. So let's see our changes. Okay, now we have this and we have this one. Let's give this a break here just to make it a bit further away from there. Okay, yes, good. So now let us put span. Let's just say span. If we say span, just span, and we give it the color of red, you will see that all the span tag will be targeted. You can see citation in the main is turned red. Citation inside the p tag, inside article tag, is turned red also, and the citation within this other one is also turned red. But let's say I want only the citation within this article tag, and if we use the child selector, let's see whether this span will be selected. Let us see. There's no harm in trying something. Let's see. Say okay, and remember your child operator is greater than sign. Oh, sorry, article first. Article, then greater than, then span. So let's see what effects. Now you can see that none of the span is colored red. You can see none. Why is that so? Why is it so? The simple reason is because if you look at your HTML, the span, they are not, all the spans are not the direct children of the article. The direct children of the articles of this article tag are the H3, the P, the H3, the P, and the P. If you notice, this span, they are embedded inside this P. So which simply means that this span is a grandchild, not a child, not a child. It's a grandchild to the article. Similarly, this span tag is a grandchild to article, and that is why they are not styled their font color did not change to red. Now, let us now go back to the code. What do we do if we want only, and remember that if you remove this article, every span will turn red, as you can see. But we only want the span within the article to be red. So what do? We go back to our code. We will say article, then leave a space in between, and then span. We are saying that, okay, the descendants of article that is span, style them red. Let's see whether now you can see. You can see now that we have citation inside p tag styled red. This other one also styled red. But this citation remain black. Why? Because this other citation in the main is not within the article element, but rather is within the main element. You can see this is citation in the main, and you can see that this span is what the grandchild to the main, but we are not targeting main. We are targeting the article who has what any of his whether children or grandchildren or great grandchildren that is span, descendants, any descendants of article, and everything here, they are all descendants of what article, because they are right within the article element. Everything here from H3 to the P tag here, they are what? They are the article's content. So in as much as they are the content of the article, they are what? The generation of the article. It can be the child. It can be the child here also. And in this case, the grandchild. In this case, also the grandchild. Any question? Any question? We have 10 more minutes. Okay, I can add 5 more minutes just to cover the waiting time. Any question? Sister Larry? No question. Sister
No
Larry?
question, sir.
No question.
No question, sir.
Brother Ademola?
Yes, sir.
No question.
No, sir. Think I've joined the other class to catch up on things because I've not been in this class for a while, so I don't
Okay.
really
So
understand it
you
now.
are having difficulty in understanding.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So it's well you join the other class. Then Sister Adiola?
Same here, sir.
Oh,
I've not joined for a while.
why? Ah,
Sorry. No, I'm okay with HTML. I stopped when you went into CSS.
oh,
So I'm just
okay.
trying to catch up. So I'm going to join the 7 o'clock
Okay, that's fine.
as well this evening.
Okay.
Mm.
Brother Israel should not have problem with this one. Or Brother Israel, do you
Yes,
have
sir.
problem with this?
No, not at all.
Aha. Sister Wajesu, any problem, huh? Sister Wajesu, any question, huh? Okay. Sister Favor, any question?
No, sir.
Brother Joshua, any question? Brother Joshua, any question?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Okay. All right. So now let's proceed to the next one. The next one is chaining. How do I explain this chaining? Now, okay. Now, if you want to be more specific, in your styling, you will need this chaining. What do I mean? Let's go back to the code, because it is only with the code that one can explain very well. Now, look at this main, right? This main tag has H2 within it. It also has H3. Okay, let me go to where we have more than one H3. Okay, now look at this. Under the article, I have H3 here and I have H3 here also. Now, if I decide to do something like this, let me comment this out. If I decide to do article and no, with this work, no, that will not work. It will not work. If I do this, it will not work. It will see it as an entity. No, that will not work. Rather, what will happen is this: we give this a class or an ID. So let's give this H3 a class of 1, and we give this also a class of 2. Good. Now, if I want to specifically target this H3, remember that if I do just H3 and I have the color there, I'm using color because color is the easiest to explain the concept. If you go to the browser, you see that you have all the H3 styled red. But if I want to specifically target this, or let me say this last one here, right? I can do that using the chaining selector. How do I mean? Now I'll go back to the HTML. Look at the last H3 here. This line break is it? Yes, that's it. It has a class of what? 2. I can decide to chain the tags together, the article together with this class, in the sense that I can do article. Then remember, if you want to style a class, you use the dot notation, .2, then give it that style. Okay, I've removed the body brace. So now, invariably, what I'm doing here is this: I'm doing elements. Remember, elements, the article in this case, for example, is element. Is the element. Now, I am now kind of joining this. There's no space, there's no greater than sign, there's no comma. Just join the two together. I'm now joining a class. Now this one here is what? A class. I'm chaining them together. Why? Because I want to target this particular H3, this one here. So let us see whether it will work. So now I've given it a color of red. Let's go to the browser. Oh, something is wrong. It should give me, okay, let's do it the other way around. Let me see. It should give me that. Okay, let me do. Maybe it's not accepting the element first. .2. then article. No. Will it accept elements? Let's see. No, it's not accepting elements. Okay, so that means that it's only accepting ID, class, and attribute. So let us give the article an ID. Let's give no. Cancel. Let's give this article an ID of say let me just say div2. Div2. Okay, so let's go back. So div2 and the ID is hashtag, then div2. Div2. Am I correct? Let me confirm. Div2. Yes, div2. Then the class. What's the class again? Class is 2. Class is 2. 2. TWO. So let's see. Something is wrong. It should give me that starting. Hold on. Let me just see what's going on. It should give me that starting. Let me close this one. Let me check the code again. It should give me the starting I want. Chaining is selector. It should give me the starting. Let's go back. Dot 2. This class, this div. Or is there any other class having 2? Let me see. Even if there is, that does not matter. 2. Is only 1. Okay. The class is 2 and the ID is div2. Dot 2 dot. Okay, let me change this to maybe. No, it doesn't matter. It should be dot 2. It should give me what I need. Div2 hashtag div2. Is there, okay, let me confirm this. Is there anyone having this? It's only one. So
Yes.
let me go back to the code. Div2.2. Is there something I'm doing wrong? Okay, let me try the other way around. Dot 2, but it should not be anyway. Then div2. It's not. Okay, maybe I will need to get back to you on this. I don't know why this line break is not turning red, but it should actually. Let me see. Okay, let me remove this one and see whether that one is okay. Fine. Okay. It's giving me that. Oh, okay. And if I do div2, it should style everything under the article red. Yes. Good. Then why is not doing this specific one? DWHD.
Thanks, people. We're fine. We're going now home.
Okay, so you know what?
Yeah.
Let-
Of course. Yeah. 1 minute.
Oh, let me mute. Okay, so let me get back to you on this. I don't know why this is not styling. I will get back to you on this. Right? I don't know why it's not, because if you look at it, one, if you remove this other one, you will see that the styling is being applied. Probably it's not allowing me, probably because I can easily use the class, but it should it should work. Ideally, it should work. So I will need to get back to you on that. Mm? All right. So now we will continue with the combining of the combining combiners, which simply means that we can combine any two of these together. As you can see here, you can see here that we have a chaining selector here. This one here is a chaining selector, and now a descendant of another selector. How do I know is descendant? Because of the space between these two. So we will discuss about this in our next class because of our time. So any question so far on the group, child, descendant? Like I said, I will get back to you on this. So any question on group, child, and descendant? So we still have this, the adjacent selector. We have treated this one already. So let me highlight it there. And that is, we have treated this one too, which is this one. So so we will discuss this one, or maybe before this one, we discuss these two first, then before this. So any question? Any question? No question. Okay, fine. So now let me reiterate the homework for those that joined later. We have the homework, and the homework is simply just to do a design of a greeting, more or less like a greeting card. So this one. So this image is already here. That's the image, right? So you just have to link to it. That's all. Then you need to write your own style sheet. The HTML is already there, right? So in your own HTML, you need to link your style sheet to your HTML, then do your styling on the external sheet, which is the style.css, to achieve this. Is it clear enough? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. We see on Tuesday, by God's grace.